What's good, y'all? What's up, y'all? We loud and clear? Drop a one in the chat. Shout out everybody that's coming in. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Let's talk about this right quick, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Shout out the whole fire starters, man. Let me drop this strategic bag and drop on y'all, man. What's up, VL? What's good with you? NBC, what's up? Self Grind, what's up? Appreciate y'all. Everybody coming into the fire pit. Strategic one. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long on this one, man. We gonna come here and drop these bombs, and we gonna get up out of here and get back to regular scheduled programming right quick. Always. Valina, always. Appreciate the love. All the support. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Everybody that's coming up in here, man. Even these trolls. Shout out the mods and the Flaming Raiders that's coming up in the building. Shout out the fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, because we done seen, and we keep seeing the same old shit. But what I tell y'all before it all came out, though, all right, as we done see, one of the biggest plays and deals that was made right in our face, right? Didn't I tell y'all who was behind that Hernandez-Govan situation and that page? Would I tell y'all what was going on at Manny Aurora's house? Yeah, right at Mr. Aurora's house. That's where it's all going down at. This shit bigger than what we all can imagine. We see what's going on literally right in our face with the situation with Ceddy, Nash, and Hernandez-Govan, right? Everybody acting like motherfuckers don't see Ceddy Nash over there trolling young Dolph, right? Everybody acting like they don't see Hernandez-Govan over there trolling right along with Ceddy Nash on his platform, trolling young Dolph and his legacy, right? Nobody from Memphis gonna step up and say a motherfucking word and ain't gonna say nothing, right? Hit the like button. Let's talk about it. Because this shit been going way too far from way too long. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. All these so-called PREs, right? All these so-called paper route empire artists, right? Boy, they let Dolph Legacy down bad, big bad. This is sad, y'all. Big sad. Not only is it big sad, it's even sadder that we see basically the only artist that's got any recognition, any motion, with the little bit of motion he got left, all right? Because he ain't gonna have none because it's over with. But it doesn't shock me as we see, man. Gucci Mane got rid of all his artists, right? Shout out the whole nation. Peep the game, right? Remember Gucci Mane let all his artists go. He let them all out their contracts, right? You go to Gucci Man IG page, and you'll see right after he let all them artists out their contract, right? All the artists. What a lot of people don't know is Pooh SHIESTY contract was up too. All right, as we know that he just recently re-signed Pooh SHIESTY again, right? Everybody pay attention. Everybody pay attention. But not only did he re-sign Pooh SHIESTY again right before he came home all of a sudden, because what y'all don't realize is, what everybody not catching is, he let all the artists go. And this is why at the beginning of the year, at the end of 2024, at the beginning of 2025, we hear the what? Contract about Pooh SHIESTY signing another contract or signing again under 1017, right? Peep the game. Strategic drop. Everything in this live is for entertainment, educational, and research purposes only. But y'all know what it is, and y'all know what it ain't. We fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, and we walk through the fire every day. Shout out the whole nation. What's good, Angela? Appreciate the love and the support. I ain't gonna hold you that long today. I promise. I promise. We ain't gonna be here that long, y'all. All right, but let's get in the algorithm while we here. I've been very, 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 very busy. I've been caught up with a lot of personal things. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize for my inconsistency, but I got a lot of things that's going on right now that I must take care of. But we will be back to regular scheduled programming sooner than later, strategically, and that's a promise. But with that being said, we are here right now because Gucci Man let all his artists go, right? Yes, he did. And then when he let all his artists go, if y'all go on Gucci Mane page, on his IG page, right now, I would go ahead and pull it up for you, but we'll get virtual all together. I ain't got my laptop with me today. And anyway, if you was to go to his page and shit, you'll see when after he let all them artists go, him and Keisha, his handler, because we all know this some bullshit ass Gucci anyway, right? But him and Keisha had made a post that is pinned. That's why I said if y'all go to his IG, it's pinned up there. All right, it's right in the middle. You see him and Keisha in the studio, right? Doing the same shit, flashing money, counting money, talking about, yeah, they looking for a new artist. They looking for a new artist. They're looking for new artists. Is anybody that want to sign with 1017? Anybody want to get down with the team as they do what they do, right? Showing the money to the young, dumb, and unfortunate, right? Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. Appreciate you. All right? Now, if y'all do y'all research, like I said, Gucci Man about to get down on SHIESTY, bro. He about to get down on SHIESTY. And SHIESTY and his peoples don't see it. And the only reason why I decided to speak on this, because he been home a couple days, and I've been seeing shit going in and around, up and down, and nobody is paying no fucking attention. Now, like I said, for Pooh SHIESTY to have all this motion, being one of the biggest artists coming out of 1017, where was Gucci Man when Pooh SHIESTY came home? Why wasn't Gucci Mane right there? And why didn't Gucci Mane hold his position, y'all? Why Gucci Mane ain't step and stand and hold his position when it come to his 1017 artists, like we see a lot of artists when they come home from prison and they stayed with the label. You have to remember, Gucci Mane, a lot of people don't know, Gucci Mane had let Pooh SHIESTY go, bruh. He let them all go. This is why at the beginning of the year, we hear that Pooh SHIESTY signed another 1017 contract. If y'all do your research, it'll show y'all that it was another contract that Pooh SHIESTY just signed, yo. Strategic information. Nobody's paying attention to it. His old contract, Gucci had let him go. Left him for dead. Dried him up. That part. Somehow, some way, at the beginning of this year, Gucci Mane slips in and re-signs Pooh SHIESTY right before everybody's eyes, right? Because he knew SHIESTY was coming home, and he knew that, it's gonna be a SHIESTY winner. Shout out everybody up in here. Double tap the screen. I appreciate all the love and all the support. He know it's gonna be a SHIESTY winner because we know those people that Gucci is dealing with need theirs. We all know the people that Gucci is dealing with need theirs. Ain't that right? We know what they need and we know what they coming to get. But Gucci had to go get it for them. You see, because if Gucci Mane had any plans on honestly still keeping Pooh SHIESTY under 1017, why did he let him go in the first place? Why did he let him go just to re-sign him again? Make it make sense. Because we about to. We about to. And like I said, nobody seen Gucci Mane face, did y'all? Go to Gucci Mane IG right now. Do you see a post about Pooh SHIESTY? No. You know what Gucci Mane did? Put up a weak ass story. Not only that, I find it very crazy and very obvious that Pooh SHIESTY comes home 9 days before this 1017 situation that's about to happen. Hit the like button, strategic drop. That's right. Ain't nobody paying attention to the what? The 1017 situation. And we know that Gucci Mane drop and do something very dark and ritualistic every 1017, right? Now, if y'all go back and do your research, it just was like last month, y'all. Strategic information, we gonna make it make sense. I need everybody to hit the like button so we get in the algorithm, get this information out, then we gonna get up out of here. All right? Check it out. It was just last month. I wish I had my shit here with me while I'm on the go. But it was just last month. Y'all can go do your research yourself. Matter of fact, y'all got brains. We got computers. Literally, we are walking computers. All right? We got all kinds of data stored in our brain. We don't even need to go directly to the receipts because we remember the receipts when they told us Pooh SHIESTY was coming home when? When they tell us Pooh Shiesty was coming home, y'all. How long they say? How long they say? What they just tell us last month? Yes, we know that he was on his way home, but when was his original release date? It wasn't for October, I tell you that. And it damn sure wasn't nowhere near the 1017 situation. Shout out Kyra Knows, everybody that's coming up in here. Now, what I'm trying to break down is something is off with this situation, because we know the original Gucci Man. You see, this is how we know the authentic from the fake. This is how we know the official from the riddle. This is how we know the official from the riddle. Now, the Gucci Man that we know and that we grew up off of, what has he always pushed and what has he continued to push? Even this new Gucci, right? Being what? A dope boy, a D-boy, a trapper, and getting what? Fed time, right? Fed time, right? Fed time, right? And one of his artists, which was his biggest artist under 1017, out of all them artists that he got, okay, we can't even name half of them because they all E-listers and Z-lister artists. All right? But out of all them artists, really only Pooh Shiesty had some motion. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Only Pooh Shiesty had some motion. And not only that, only Pooh Shiesty went federal. Not only did he go federal, he done everything that the 1017 label and Gucci Man brand, okay, stomp, step, and stand on. Pay attention. Everything. Okay? Everything. The whole 1017, Monica, branding, and everything about it. Pooh Shiesty done went through it all. But Gucci Man wasn't there, nowhere in sight. Gucci Man wasn't nowhere in sight. Gucci Man feeding that nigga with a long handled spoon. But I thought this nigga Pooh Shiesty took a shahada. Yeah, I gotta speak on it. Cause I told y'all how they incorporating, like you incorporating yourself with Islam, and it's okay to be out here spinning, pushing guns, popping tops, having hats and shit, but you out here, okay, giving salat, taking shahadas, like you really living that life. You see what I'm saying? But when you see Pooh Shiesty come on, what happens? What we see? What was being promoted while he was in jail? Like he was transitioning, right? He converted to Islam. You see? You see what I'm saying? He converted to Islam, right? He took his shahada. He was all about doing what? All about what? Transitioning, right? But the first day out, what Pooh Shiesty do? the same corny, goofy man shit that he was doing before he went in there. And the same shit that we continue to see over and over and over again till it's corny and played out. You did all that time in jail. Remind you, this is going to be super ritualistic. 1017 style. He did 63 months. Strategic drop. That's right. He did 63 months. Exactly. Shout out the whole nation. He did 63 months. Exactly. When they just told us that the man wasn't going to come home until December. We know he was coming home early. They said he was going to get released. And they pushed it up. Nah, it ain't been over no 5 years. It don't seem like it. I thought that shit with Pooh SHIESTY happened in 2021. That's what I thought. But for Gucci Mane to not show any support for Pooh SHIESTY, who y'all think should have been the first person right there when he got out? Like it always is. Don't they supposed to keep it traditional? Who was supposed to be the first person that's supposed to be seen with that artist? The only artist that he chose to re-sign after all the artists he let go. That's right, Gucci Mane let all the artists go under 1017. Every last one of them. He even made a public service announcement. And he said, look, man, I'm letting all y'all out y'all contracts, all y'all this, all that, blah this, blah that. Okay, I'm giving all y'all shit back, all y'all rights, everything. I'm giving everything back. We heard him say this. He dropped all the artists. And a lot of people don't know. Pooh SHIESTY even got dropped. And this is why a new contract was written up all of a sudden for Pooh SHIESTY at the beginning of this year. And when I'm here to tell y'all, it's about to be real SHIESTY season. It's about to be Gucci SHIESTY. It's about to be a SHIESTY winner for Gucci Mane. A real SHIESTY winner. Okay? Because all this is incorporated. All this is plugged in with a lot of shit. Nobody is paying attention. Like the situation that's going down, how they said Young Jeezy allegedly told or said some shit about, or we are hearing allegedly that Big Meech is the one who dropped the bag. Pay attention now. Big Meech is the one who dropped the bag on Gucci Mane, yo. That part. You see, now it's about to get crazy. Wait till I put y'all back in front of my laptop. I'm going to show y'all something. Not only am I going to show y'all something, I'm going to let y'all know who the best be. Strategically. The strong move quiet. All right, the strong move, very quiet. Because when I was covering that Meech in 50 situation, and when I had broke it down, when I told everybody that the reason Jeezy even went to the top in the first place was because how he put the feds on Meech, right? Right? And not only did he put the feds on Meech, as I strategically released more strategic drops, Pimp C was about to reveal that too. Because we heard Pimp C saying, okay, everybody was down with Big Meech when the shit was going on and bottles was popping and shit like that and money was being made. But once the indictment came, everybody want to drop flags and don't want to be associated with it. Yeah, he was talking about Gucci Mane. Not only was he talking about Gucci Mane, all right, because a lot of motherfuckers know that Gucci is involved with that situation when it comes to the feds and being meth. And not only do people in the street know it, people in the industry know it, because you think Pimp C was just screaming this shit, coming out of jail for nothing? He was coming out of jail screaming this shit, because motherfuckers in the jail know it. Motherfuckers in the jail know it. You gotta remember, Pimp C was locked up during that whole situation with the BMF. Okay, so he had inside shit that was actually what was really going on with that situation. And he already knew that Jeezy had lined that shit up. Why y'all think Jeezy never got federally charged, federally indicted? None of that shit. We heard him say that he turned in Big Meech cars and all that shit, right? Right? Right. Turned in the cars, turned in a couple houses, a couple pads, and some more shit. But not only that, Meech is the one who allegedly is supposed to have dropped this bag on Gucci Mane in Atlanta when Gucci laid down one of those individuals that tried to come rob him. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. Okay? All right? Because let me tell y'all something. That Meech that we seeing, listen, bro, that's not Meech, bro. That's not the real Meech. That's why he don't talk or nothing, bro. That's not the real Meech. All right? I'm telling y'all, that's not the real fucking Meech. They destroyed that whole BMF situation for a reason. But I ain't gonna get too deep into that because I don't want to get off a subject. I just wanted to add that and incorporate what is actually going on with the situation with Pooh SHIESTY and Gucci Mane. And Pooh SHIESTY is the only artist under 1017 that has any motion. We haven't seen Gucci Mane, okay, actively doing anything for Pooh Shiesty's brand or nothing. But we see Gucci Mane actively promoting an album slash book that's coming out 10/17, right? He ain't promoting shit. Pooh Shiesty, he's promoting his shit for 10/17. That's about to drop 10/17. It's an album and a book, which ain't got no singles, nothing. Ain't nobody heard shit off for the shit, right? But it's mighty strange how that situation with Meech being involved with dropping the bag on Jeezy, right? Why haven't Big Meech responded to that? Let's wake him up. Hit the like button. Hold on. How long has this shit been out here? Like I said, yo, I don't want to go off a subject, but yo, we got to ask these questions to make real life matters, make real life sense, right? Okay, we got information out there that Big Meech is the one that dropped the bag on Gucci Mane, right? So we got Gucci Mane and we got Big Meech, right? Big Meech haven't responded. Gucci Mane haven't responded. Make it make sense, y'all. And we keep seeing, if you pay attention to this weird energy that's coming from this Big Meech brand, because I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there, but something ain't right. Listen, bro, the man never talk. He never do nothing. Only time we heard this man say a word or talk was with that fucking bogus ass video that they said that was AI. Allegedly. That's right, because we see how clear this AI shit really is, right? We see how far they could take this shit, right? Over the last week, AI has upgraded 1,000,000%. You see what they doing with the Tupac and the Biggie shit? Y'all see this shit? So imagine what they can do. And they putting this power in our hand. But like I said, we haven't heard Big Meech say a goddamn word. Not one motherfucking thing since he been home. But address that 50 Cent shit. Something is thrown off about that. Something is thrown all the way off. Shout out Cyrus, man. Outlaw, what's up with you? Ronnie DeWhite, what's good, man? Adam, what's up? If you're still up in here, I see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't adding up. And not only is shit not adding up, shit ain't subtracting, shit ain't multiplying, and shit ain't dividing either. Because if you got Gucci Mane and you got Big Meech and you got Young Jeezy and all this information has came out, right? And not one of those individuals, Gucci Mane, got on the verses. This is why I want y'all to pay attention. Strategic drop. He took it to the heart, right? He wanted to diss Young Jeezy. As I strategically break this down on the verses battle, he wanted to diss Pookie Low, right? What y'all thought I ain't remember the Crip name? The nigga who got laid the fuck down? He wanted to diss Pookie Loke so motherfucking bad, right? They even made a moment. Okay, they even made a moment. And Gucci Mane was like, man, I told you, man, if I couldn't perform the truth, I couldn't perform this, I couldn't perform that, if I couldn't perform in this, yo, man, I wasn't coming, right? So you still feel a way about that situation. Evidently, you did, right, Gucci? Because even after all them years, this versus battle was in 2020, right? That situation with them happened back in what? 05, 06 or some shit like that. So the information comes out now that Meech is the one who dropped the bag. Gucci Mane quiet as hell. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All these years, he thought all these years he thought Jeezy dropped the bag, right? Pay attention, y'all. But it was actually Big Meech, because Big Meech and Jeezy was rolling like that. We know that Jeezy was repping that BMF shit, and Big Meech was right in the center with Young Jeezy doing that height of the beef with him and Gucci. So it makes total sense. It makes total sense. But the only thing that's not making sense, like I said, he held that grudge, the one who just was taking credit for the situation because it was his man, Pookie Loke, that did it. But the one who actually funded it is Big Meech. Big Meech funded it though. Big Meech supported it though. Him and the whole BMF. So can you imagine how many other snakes that you got roaming around? If that is the case. Okay, can you imagine how many other people in BMF, like I said, and on the streets and in the jail, that already know that that shit went down like that? And not only that, you see what I'm saying? This is why they swapped that Gucci Mane out, bro. This is why it's not the real Gucci, and this is why it's not the real fucking Meech. Strategic drop. And I'm going to get into a whole lot more about that situation. Okay, because it's critical. The truth is stranger than fiction. What I'm going to reveal is going to shock a lot of people, bro. I'm telling you. We literally in the Matrix right now. We literally in the Matrix right now. Like I said, what's the chances of all this shit allegedly taking place and both of these individuals, okay, has somehow allegedly been replaced? Because none of these individuals are not the same in who they are. I know a lot of people who go to jail 10, 15, who did a 20 and a 30 piece. All right? Okay. All right? Motherfuckers know they real family. People know who they is and who they ain't. Why you think they separating Big Meech from all the other motherfuckers that he used to be around and people that he used to roll with and fuck with like they did Gucci, yo? Strategic drop. Why you think Gucci, this bullshit one, is separated from all his family? Real life kids and everything, right? And they got Big Meech put up too. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I just wanted to come here and speak on a couple of things. I wish I had my computer with me or was somewhere where as though I had access to a computer. But let me tell you something. We see Hernandez, Govan, bullshit platform ain't moving like they thought it was gonna move. Because I told y'all who is behind that platform, right? That fucking crepball ass lawyer, MANNY Aurora. And I told y'all that Ceddy Nash made the deal with MANNY Aurora, okay, to come on his platform, and he had to what? When Hernandez Govan came home, he had to push Hernandez Govan through the algorithm because Hernandez Govan need a living. He need a livelihood. He can't go outside nowhere. You see what I'm saying? And we see that him and Ceddy Nash, right when it jumped off, who tried to push Betwick Quet? Who tried to push Govan through the algorithm? Ceddy Nash, right? And last night, who do we see on his fucking platform? Ceddy Nash over there on Govan's platform, but interviewing him though. Make it make sense as I strategically break it down. Which proves what I know for a fact that slow motherfucking nigga Govan ain't running no platform himself. He don't even know what the fuck to do, for one, and for two, how Ceddy Nash on your platform, it's on your channel. Remind you, why he not on Ceddy Nash channel? Ceddy Nash is interviewing him, right? It's good to hear from you too, Angela, and everybody else that's up in here, man. Right? So, if you interviewing Hernandez Govan, why he ain't on your platform? Why you on his platform interviewing him? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. As we see, they got the mic set up. They got the little section rolled out with the little content area, okay, in MANNY Aurora's house, because it's not Govan's. Govan not even in Memphis. Like I tried to tell y'all, he out there in LA. That's exactly where that man is at. Out in LA, put up, because like I said, he is America's most wanted. He can't go nowhere. The Dolph legacy, the PRE, for as real individuals that stand on that shit, for real, Hernandez Govan life will always be in danger. He can't work at a factory, Amazon spot, nothing, bro. McDonald's, a fast food spot. He can't even be a door dasher. He can't even be an Uber driver. Pay attention, y'all. This is why this situation is going down the way that it's going down, and they are trying to push this nigga and get his numbers up in the algorithm so he could actually become a fucking podcaster. And we got Ceddy Nash, okay, feeding this nigga through his algorithm. That part. That part. You see, people don't know how this shit go. He's feeding Govan through his algorithm. You know that, right? How you think his shit went up the way it went up? How you think it went up the way it went up? But they thought that first play was going to take it all the way up. If that was the case, why didn't you say come out, y'all, as I strategically break this down? Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. On this live, I haven't said not one fucked up word about him. Okay? Trying to hold my tongue and swallow my spit. No Diddy. Alright? But why do Ceddy Nash feel as though it's so important to get that man numbers up and get him through the algorithm? Why Ceddy Rash? Ceddy Rash ass neck. Cause I'm telling you, bro. Alright? That man lift his fucking neck up. You see what I'm talking about. But anyway, why Ceddy Rash? That's right. Ceddy Rash is so focused on pushing GOVAN. Why they just ain't come out and keep it 1,000 from the jump? Why they had the script and fake beef? Why they had the script and fake beef? Why they just ain't come out and do this from the beginning? Make it make sense. Nothing Ceddy Nash says, nothing he says or nothing he do, none of the content he break down, bro, y'all cannot depend on that nigga content. Because we know that he is working with certain individuals to spin narratives about certain situations when it comes to these rappers in these court situations. Pay attention. He's all in when it comes to these rappers in these court situations. And like I said, if y'all notice how Ceddy Nash went from a normal podcaster or a normal content creator to just transitioning to slash fucking lawyer, YouTube lawyer, blah, 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 that was all because of the work of Manny Aurora. Manny Aurora, Lil Durk's lawyer at one time, okay? The same lawyer that was representing GOVAN Hernandez that came on Ceddy Nash's platform. Like I said, he skipped over Law and Crime. He skipped over Nancy Grace, okay? Drew, all these motherfuckers. Morgan Pierce, he skipped over everybody and went straight to Ceddy Nash. Straight to Ceddy Nash. Now, like I said, why when GOVAN came home, why did they feel as though they needed to script some fake ass beef to try to get this man numbers up? Why he just ain't go over there, all right, and start glazing the nigga like he glazing them now, like we see he glazing them, right? Right? Because if you glazing, you glazing. It don't matter how you glazing the motherfucker. Shout out everybody that's up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. All right? And we see how this man disrespect the type of questions and the type of subliminal shots and trolling that they doing to Young Dolph and his legacy and the people of Memphis. All right? A motherfucker sitting back and they said a word. Nobody from Paper Route Empire. And that's right. They need to address that shit. They need to address that shit. They supposed to be Paper Route, right? They're supposed to be Dolph this, Dolph that. This how I know motherfuckers is not for Dolph, bro. Niggas just talk that shit. Okay, because that's what's in the algorithm. Niggas ain't really for that man in real life, bro. Because if they was, shit that's happening won't be happening the way that it's happening. Shout out Angela. I appreciate you, baby girl, for the $5 endorsement, super sticker, super chat. Thank you for sponsoring this live and all the other lives and videos that you sponsor and endorse. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I do. Yeah, man. It's it's wild. It's very wild, yo. It's very, very wild. And not only is it wild, yo, it's scary. It's real scary. It's real scary because you don't know who's who and what's what. You don't know who's who or what's what. And now that we know everything that basically is going on over there with that little dirt and that lawyer and that content he pushing over there, it's all spent. It's all spent. Everybody should know it now. It's all spent in the favor of Manny Aurora. All the content, all the dirt content is spent. All the Young Dolph content that's coming from over there is spent. And many other situations is spent on behalf of Manny Aurora. All right? Coaching Ceddy Nash through these situations. This is how Ceddy Nash made that transition so quick, fast, and easy, right before everybody's eyes. We ain't never see him break down content in a lawyer or attorney form or presentation a day in our motherfucking life until he start fucking with that dude, bro. And if y'all go do your research, it'll show y'all. It'll show y'all. It'll show y'all. It'll show y'all. It'll show us. It wasn't until that lawyer came on his platform that Ceddy Nash started presenting himself as this YouTube attorney, breaking cases down like he a real live attorney, my nigga. And we see the editing. We see the play-by-play. We see the editing. We see the artwork on Govan Hernandez YouTube page and on that interview with Ceddy Nash. Ceddy Nash platform ain't even upgraded like that. But you got Hernandez Govan shit. You know why? Because they all helping them. And when I say they all helping them, not only Ceddy Nash, not only Manny Aurora, okay? Vlad and motherfucking No Jumper too. They all help this nigga put that whole platform together. The whole platform. You know who's doing the editing? The editing on his platform? No Jumper editors. The people who do the editing for Adam 22 is doing the editing and all the tech over there on Govan Hernandez platform. The microphone setups and all. 6,000 subscribers. We talk about Ceddy Nash. He got what? Allegedly supposed to be 500,000, nigga. Your shit should be looking like that. How a motherfucker with 6,000 subs that's broke, ain't got no money, just tapped out, right? With all this money he paid this lawyer allegedly, right? Right? Come on, nigga. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And this is why he went to Ceddy Nash platform first, No Jumper platform first, and Vlad platform. The only 3 platforms he went to. First and foremost. First with Ceddy was the set it off situation. They all sat down and ate dinner. Ceddy, MANNY, GOVAN, Adam, and Vlad. Playing on the people. They all sat down and ran that play. They using Ceddy and fucking GOVAN just like pawns on the fucking board, bro. Alright, but I'm about to get y'all up out of here. Shout out Cyrus, man. I appreciate you, Cyrus, for the endorsement, sponsorship, and super sticker. Thank you for sponsoring and endorsing this show, Cyrus. I appreciate you for being so loyal. Appreciate you for rocking with me, bro. I do, man. I appreciate that a lot. A lot, man. I can't thank y'all enough. Him and GOVAN should be canceled. Yes, Miss Hill, you are exactly right. Yes. 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 But you see, you got same individuals that throwing up the Dolph emojis over there. And I'm not saying that they don't feel a way about it, but they still feeding Ceddy Nash through the algorithm. They ain't unsubscribed from that motherfucker. They ain't unsubscribed from that motherfucker. He's still coming through their algorithm and they still clicking on his videos. Okay? Shit is crazy. Yeah, this shit is crazy, yo. We got the mastermind of the Young Dolph situation all on YouTube. Everybody accepting them, right? Everybody accepting them, right? That's all right. These motherfuckers gonna, yo, I'm telling you, they gonna reap what they sow. Their day is coming. It's gonna be one of the worst decisions that they ever made. When the right person get on this shit, when the right person decide to really stop and step and stand on that shit, and I'm talking about really stand on it, because there ain't too many people in the YouTube streets that really stand on shit like we do over here. I'm telling you, and if it was a few more individuals that stand on shit like we do over here, man, it'd be a wrap for a lot of motherfuckers. It'd be a wrap for a lot of individuals, man. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Shout out to Onan. Free him. Yes, we know the charges that he has been charged of. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. We don't know the actual facts or what actually went down at that skating rink in Atlanta that night that made him crash out the way he crashed out. We don't know. All we know is what's being told to us. As we know, when we start getting into certain cases and things, and when the transcripts and all that get revealed and they go to trial, a lot more evidence and things come out. I ain't about to sit here and condemn the man. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that shit to me. Ain't nothing cool about that. You know? But old man, free him. And I say that because he was very, very dedicated to that young Dolph shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know how it is as a content creator, man, when you are, you know what I mean, covering these cases and you are, you know what I mean, locked in, you separate yourself from your family, you do all the research and vital work, you know what I mean? And when it comes to young Dolph, old man did not stop. He was all in on that case. You know what I'm saying? And it's too bad that, damn, he wasn't even here after all the work he put in. All the work he put in for the situation with the young Dolph and this case. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even here with everybody to see, you know what I mean, the final results and the verdict, and being able to really speak his mind and break his silence down the way that he chose to. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I know that gotta be a fucked up feeling for him. You know what I'm saying? And just gonna say, man, free the boy. You know what I mean? And that's all I can say, man. I ain't got nothing negative to say about him, man. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the fuck went down. Honestly, it's not none of my business. I spoke a few things on it, and that was that. And the situation is unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish he was out. Know what I mean? To witness this shit that is going on. Know what I mean? Because it'd be a lot more ammo. It'd be a lot more ammo. For as I'm concerned with content creators that stand against this. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can say what they want about the O in the gang, in the OTG, but bro, he had motion. Like, he had motion, and when his motion gets scorching, it gets scorching. You know what I'm saying? And I believe with this situation with Hernandez Govan would have been one of them old man's moments. You know what I'm saying? I believe Onan would be right in the middle of this shit, bro. Okay? I don't think it would be Govan going at Stan G and all that weird shit that's going on over there. Nah, I mean, I think it'd be 100. Old man would be all up in that man's shit, all up in his chest, bro. Him and Ceddy, bro. He'd be all up in their shit. He'd disrupt their shit real bad, bro. Because old man to bring all paperwork and all that shit out, bro. You see, he a different animal. Just like I'm a different animal when it come to content. You see what I'm saying? Like, he self-proclaimed the king of paperwork. And he had proved that time and time again. He had brought paperwork out on shit that ain't nobody never seen about a lot of cases. And with the situation with Govan and what's going on with Ceddy Nash and what's going on with all these other cases with MANNY, Aurora and shit like that, and these bullshit narrative that MANNY got Ceddy spinning and lying to everybody, old man to be proven them niggas so wrong in so many ways, bro. People have no idea. Shout out everybody that's up in here. Like, share, subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if my moderator blocked anybody, shout out to Digital Ghetto. Oh, that's him? Why you ain't bring him in, Angela? Why you ain't let him talk, Angie? Oh, that was him. That was Govan. Damn, Angie. He know I'm talking my shit, bro. That's Betway Quet. That's Hernandez Govan. He know I'm talking my shit. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's about to go down. He know I got what they want. Nah, she ain't blocked him. She just timed him out. She just timed him out. I don't believe she knew that was him. She just timed him out. He'll be back though. But Quet, you hear what I'm saying, right? Right? You the most wanted man in America, nigga. You know that, right? You know everything I'm talking is facts. That's why you over here and I ain't even got 60 people in this bitch. Make it make sense in your video and your interview doing how many thousand views? I ain't been on YouTube in a what? Couple of weeks. But you very familiar with the platform, ain't you, Quay? Yes, you are. You very familiar. And you know the information I'm about to drop on people's head is going to disrupt y'all shit. You know that, right? It's about to disrupt y'all. Real bad, bro. It's gonna disrupt y'all real bad. Okay? Strategically. It's all good, Angela. Yeah. That was him. Mm-hmm. Hey, Quet, won't you tell everybody how you living off Manny Aurora's dime, you broke ass nigga? Won't you tell everybody how you living in that man's house? Won't you tell everybody? Bet with Quet? Huh? Don't make me pull it up, bro. You see, we gonna show you. We gonna show you. We gonna show you exactly where you at. We gonna show you exactly where you at. And I'm quite sure the type of people that you dealing with, you can show everybody exactly where I'm at. So that's fair game, right? Right. Because I don't mind. Do you? I don't mind if everybody know where I'm at. But do you mind if everybody know where you at? Quit that part. Hold up. Let's talk about it for a minute. I got enemies. You got enemies. I got frenemies. You got frenemies. You got bags on your head, I might got bags on my head, right? But the difference is, do you mind where everybody know where you at all times? Because I don't mind where people know where I'm at all times. I know exactly where you at every day. And I'm quite sure the type of people that you fucking with, you can find out where I'm at every day. But I don't mind. But do you? That's the difference. because I'm outside. I don't mind, but do you? Because you know you done fucked up, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all, when I tell y'all I know what's going on, I know what's going on. Vlad, no jumper, they're doing his editing. Vlad and no jumper, tech crew, whoever do they shit, whoever do Vlad shit, whoever do no jumper shit, that's who doing Bet with Quet, Hernandez Govan page. As we see, Ceddy Nash got how many subscribers? His shit ain't even laid out like that. How Hernandez Govan platform get laid out better than your shit, Ceddy, when you the lead content creator? Make it make sense, you dick sucker. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How your environment is not upgraded. You ain't got no chairs, you ain't got no microphones, you ain't got no computers, you ain't got no office set up. But you go on this nigga platform to interview him, and he got the whole setup. Make it make sense. Because he's dealing with a different bag than you, right? He's dealing with, it's some different people pushing him, right? A little bit more professionally, right? And the visuals shows it. The presentation shows the type of production that's going on over there. And it's not the same production that's going on over there at Ceddy Nash channel either. All right? The type of production you have going on over there, bro, is a no jumper Vlad TV production. Everybody can see that. If y'all look at how Vlad TV produces his content, you look at Bet with Quet, you can clearly see who's behind the shit, bro. Because his goofy ass don't know what the fuck he doing. He don't know what's going on with that shit, bro. They coaching him. They coaching him. He don't know what he doing with that shit, bro. They coaching him. All these videos and shit that they putting together, putting these fucking graphics and sound effects, he's not doing that shit. They're doing that shit for him, trying to push his channel through the algorithm, trying to get his subscribers up. How long y'all think that motion gonna last? It's cool, Angela. I wasn't paying attention to the screen at first because I'm into something and shit. But I wish I would have known it was him a couple seconds earlier. You know what I'm saying? But he's not blocked. He's only timed out. You know, and we see that he's been watching, and we got his undivided attention. Because like I said, out of all the channels on YouTube, bro, why he in my shit? How my shit pop up in his algorithm? And like I said, I haven't been in the algorithm all week. My shit not even in the algorithm right now. They're not even pushing my notifications out. I'm gonna have to come back stronger than ever and really turn it up. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, when we make real life matters, make real life sense, what made him come up in here? Out of all the shit that's being talked about him and this interview, why he chose to come in this chat? Because I got what y'all want and I got what y'all need, bro. I know what's going on. He could talk about Memphis and Orange Mountain and all that shit all he want. But I know for a fact, he might can go out there, but he's very quiet, he's tiptoeing, and he's not safe out there. He's not safe nowhere he at. He's not safe nowhere he at. And this is why Vlad TV, Manny Aurora, that's right, Manny probably listening to, probably about to get the people on me. They probably about to try to hack my shit again and every motherfucking thing. That's right. Vlad, no jumper. Manny. And all of them is feeding Govan and putting them up. They feeding Govan and putting them up. Listen, I'm telling y'all what I know. He's living in Manny Aurora's house. He's living with Manny Aurora. Something is up. Ain't no lawyer gonna have their client living with them, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Who doing that? Who doing that? Who the fuck is doing that? Ain't no lawyer gonna have their client who just came off of one of the biggest high-profile murder cases in the century and come live with him. Protecting this nigga. Feel safe with this nigga. Bringing him around your family. Yo, something is up, bro. Where we make real life matters, make real life sense. I understand they might think that they could get a bag with them, but what bag they trying to get that they don't already got? As I strategically break it down, what bag are they trying to get that these lawyers, Vlad and No Jumper, don't already have? What bag are they trying to get? What goal are they trying to reach? Or what narrative and agenda they trying to push? Because I don't see them trying to chase no bag. They already got the bag. Now they might be trying to chase the bag for his broke ass. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Yeah, it's all the way up. It's all the way up. Because, like I said, we all got our pick of the litter. We all ain't perfect. Okay? We all pick our own poison or whatever you want to fucking call it, all right? But this man ain't got no room to be talking about Stan G and his personal habits. He ain't got no room. He ain't got a pot to piss in it. Like I said, respectful. He ain't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. All right, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because literally people really ain't got that. Now I mean, But for him to be trying to go in on Stan G, the way he going in on Stan G about Stan G and his personal habits with the pills and all this and all that, bro, don't you go, ain't you finessing the pain management doctor, nigga? Stop playing, bro. Stop playing, bro. Just like many other people with what a fucking addiction is doing, going to these crooked ass doctors and these crooked ass pain management facilities, right? Where you pay for scripts, right? And the doctor just write your shit out, right? Right. Don't get me started, Quack. Don't get me started, Quack. Which proves why, okay, you was all what? Looking crooked and shit on that first live when you and Ceddy Nash tried to run that play. Your ass couldn't even focus. You couldn't even concentrate, bruh. You was bodied. Whole face was twisted up, bro. That part. Go back to it. Y'all will see it. Fresh out of jail. Okay? Fresh out of jail. System was clean as hell. Yeah, he probably was getting his hands on them, but it wasn't at his reach at any time he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Why you in jail? So when he came home, he went all the way in, right? And him and Ceddy Nash tried to run the play in front of everybody, and we seen how he was looking, right? We seen how he was acting, right? We seen how he was geeking, right? Pain management is a serious addiction. Know what I mean? And it's fucked up when you got people like him and Manny Aurora could hook him up with the exact doctors and take him to these, and take, yo, the shit is wild. The shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The shit is crazy. So he think he's better because he got legal prescriptions for Xanax and perks. Okay? You think you is better than a person who does it the street way. Just because you get it over the counter don't make you no better, my nigga. You get your shit from over the counter. Quack. I know for a fact. You get your scripts every month in a crooked way. Because you ain't certified for that shit. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Beverly, what's up? I mean, when you drop information on somebody, you're supposed to be dropping some shit that nobody really don't know. You feel me? He go after Stan G with the same shit, whack 100. You know what I'm saying? You following other steps, nigga. Okay? You ain't even got your own play because somebody running these plays for you. Telling you what to do, telling you what to say, putting your videos and shit together for you. Only thing that you doing is sitting in front of the videos and you talk. You don't do the editing, you don't do the production, you don't do anything. Nothing. That's exactly how your ass gonna get lined up without even knowing it when they done with your ass. How long you think Manny Aurora really gonna keep your garbage ass around, bro? Let's talk about that part. How long you think that rich, filthy ass man gonna keep your bum raggedy ass around? Like, share, subscribe, man. Double tap the screen. I appreciate the endorsements and the sponsorships. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Cyrus. Appreciate all the fire flamers, fire hawkers, stalkers, and walkers that came up in here. Appreciate you too, Beverly, for joining. Yes. Memberships are $2.99. Unfortunately, ain't nobody in the giving mood today, Miss Hill. You know what I mean? Maybe next time you come through, you know what I mean? Somebody might hit you with a gift. But please consider being a member and get your Fire Flame Inferno badge. It's only $2.99. You have special access to special emojis, badges, and perks to go along with the Fire Starter brand. Something that you can't get on no other channel. You rarely see YouTube channels with custom-made badges, emojis, okay, and perks to go along with their brand. You see the same old default badges on every motherfucking channel that has members. The same default badges. And they got nerve to be charging people $5, $6, $7, $8, $10, all these different tiers and shit like that, and ain't shit changing about the membership. How the fuck if I got a $2.99 membership, then I upgrade to a $5.99 membership, then I upgrade to a $10.99 membership, and don't nothing change but the fucking color. Don't nothing change but the fucking color. Don't nothing change about my membership but the color. You're not getting no access to no special emojis, perks, no badges, nothing. Nothing change about the tier of the membership but the color. Which I think is whack, corny, lame. I don't know what happened, man. They knocked us out for a minute. I don't know what happened, man. They knocked us out for a minute. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, man, it's just not fair for people to be loyal. It's just not fair for people to be loyal members and loyal. Yo, we having some tech problems. Yo, like, share, subscribe, man. We have tech issues, yo. We about to get up, yo. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, man. We got to get up out of here, man. Shout out to the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Hold on a second here, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole Fire Flame Nation. Thank you for everybody for showing up, man. Showing out. I went a little bit over what I actually originally planned. You know what I mean? Because we had a GOVAN come in the chat, but we out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. Hit the like button on the way out.